Hey guys, apologize for the noise. They're rolling in. Okay, Austin, just wait. Austin!
State of the dog, let's go!
You guys are literally standing on flowers.
Signing the lease of my team right there. All the great
Things have gotten crazy. I don't say that lightly, but I say it with excitement because...
Alright guys, so today is the state of the dogs. Behind me in this room right now, we have the whole team here coming together for the first day of the 2025 season. Liam and I have got a bit of a presentation, about 30 minutes. We got coffee, we got donuts, and everyone's here. We're gonna get fired up, we're gonna get jacked up, and the technicians are just at the very end of their training week right now, so got a couple days doing that. Sales, we gotta get back on the phones pretty soon here, so we're doing this bright and early in the morning at 7 a.m. right now. We're pumped, we're excited, and we're gonna have a great day. State of the dogs, let's go, baby. Welcome to Yard Dogs. This is the first day of the 2025 season. The state of the dog, let's go! And we determined for us that was making lawns green, healthy, and weed-free. So you break that down: fertilizer, weed control, aeration, seeding services, and soil enhancements.
I'm just gonna flashback a little bit right here. The rent at this place was $1,000 a month, which sounds like maybe like a bit of money, but it wasn't too bad. That we could definitely like cover that. The rent at like a hockey arena, $0, right? Free. The rent at our parents, free. So in 2020, we actually were like, you know, we've got to get this shop. And this shop is actually the shop that we're in like right now. The rent here is $7,000 a month though. He had the mindset of like, okay, if you want to be a $1 million business, you got to act like a $1 million business. But there's such things like being like realistic and looking at the bank account, be like, okay, this is gonna cost us $400,000 to go expand. We actually cannot afford this.
Right there, that face right there, signing the lease of my team right there. All the gray hairs that here right there.
300K into debt that season. We literally almost lost everything. Like this is by far like, the toughest year, by far that we ever had. But on the positive side, it was our year that we learned the most.
Brings to you the Yard Dogs Edmonton shop this year. There's Austin's bed right in between those two.
So guys, Austin here, like this guy is fantastic. I cannot say enough like good things about this guy. I talked to him like last year, like, hey Austin, I have this opportunity here. We're gonna move you from Calgary to Edmonton. He took a couple of weeks to think about it, just like anyone ever would, right? It's a big decision. And then he came back to me 2 weeks later, he's like, dude, I am in, let's do this. Edmonton should get to 600, Red Deer should get to 300, and Saskatoon should be to 200,000. Big shout out to Mr. Mika. This guy has been crushing the sales.
People stay or they cancel based on the experience they received from you. They chose us to have the privilege of going to their property and helping their property's first impression, which is what I think the lawn is, really make that home shine.
Nathan is beyond OCD, which I love. It's really good. Everything is very tidy around here. But next year, guys, we're gonna have to make 4. We're gonna take Nathan and clone this guy, right?
Mika's crushed it, and Mika was a technician last year. So guys, I just want to say, like when Mackenzie came to our company, like Mackenzie, she came as customer service, and like you were new, you were shy, Mackenzie. Like, you were very different, a couple less tattoos, you know. And then all of a sudden, like you're on the phone telling, when people are like you treat customers so well, you came so far, the way you communicate, the way you're helping out miscellaneous things, you've grown so much with the company. So guys, there's opportunities to grow also with the office.
But we're really excited for the season, and thank you guys for trusting us, and we're gonna kill it this year. Awesome.
All right, let's go, guys.
Hey guys, apologize for the noise. I was just finishing studying, I was just going to bed, and the fire alarm went off. Hooray!
1 hour later.
Fire trucks are here. We'll find out what's going on. They're rolling in. Got a few coming out here. It's the entire building is going. So got a lot of people out here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Good news is I'm safe. Bad news is somebody on the first floor had a big flood. Like there is water. They opened the door. There is water pouring out. But I'm on the 3rd floor, so I'm safe. I don't know what happened. Pipe burst, must have had a window open, or there's Kelton coming to pick me up. Hey, Kelton, me boy. Arr. All right, guys, I am in Edmonton.
Let's go, baby.
Liam has come to join us. Also, I wanted to introduce you to one of Edmonton's newest employees. This is Keone. Keone, say hi to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
This is the storage unit now. It's starting to come together a little bit. We got some supplies. So on this side here, we got some jerry cans. Make sure the boys are filled up with gas. Not for the trucks, but for the sprayers. This right here is about What's that? $6 a sign. So that's about 1,200 signs that we're gonna be putting on people's lawns throughout the summer. If you come over here, we have down here mixing jugs, and this is our mixing equipment. It's not state of the art. Over here, we got about 5 pallets of fertilizer. We're actually gonna be stacking this up to make some more room. We have some spare spreaders over here, and over here we have some Super Juice. One of my favorite products. It's amazing. Over here, this is just some extra storage, just in case. We have just some spare stuff over here, spare hand sprayers, buckets. That's the hose that we're going to be using. And then this bin right here, Kelton made me a little care package. So, because he's a very nice man.
Can I go from like corner to that black thing or that post, do you think?
What post? This wooden post here?
Yeah.
You can. If that's the landmark you want to pick and you know that was your center line, not a problem. Why? Because I know that I can always refer back to that was my center line. So if I go and I spread the center line and then I want to keep working off that center line going this way and finish this section, well then I know that I went from this corner directly to that post. I can go back across on this side and that's my straight center line. So that's completely fine. Okay, spreader, does it make a little more sense now we're on a property?
Oh, yeah.
See the importance of drawing out sections or creating lines or giving landmarks makes your life way easier, especially on a property like this. Put the spreaders back. Okay, we're gonna pull out one hose here. Okay, so grab both those blowers, let's clean off all these sidewalks. And then if someone wants to start pulling out that main hose, okay, Austin, just wait. Austin! He's getting stuck around the gate here soon. He's pulling it across the bushes. We have to be careful of people's property, okay? I know it's exciting to just start going and start pulling the hose. Let's always be aware of where we're pulling the hose, okay? In this case here, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna be in your way. You're not gonna necessarily be able to walk to the farthest part of the yard. You're gonna have to do multiple different pulls. So in this case, I would try to pick my straightest path and walk as far as I can with it. So that's good there, you're okay. It'll ride along the fence, yeah. So we gotta pull all the hose out here, why? So we have a ton of slack in the middle here that we can pull this way. Probably the best way to do this one. I would say it's probably the best way. Paint the perimeter and then just walk nice straight lines with the fence, fill in the rest. Probably the easiest way to know exactly what you've done, what's been covered, and get a nice, easy, uniform coverage, okay? Diagonally, okay? Perfect, okay? With fertilizer pass here, the one thing that's, I know we don't want to be just soaking concrete. We can use it to help us though. What we can use it to help us for is make sure we got full coverage. Pierce did this edge here, but he probably missed the outside 3-4 inches. If you're spraying and you're getting a little bit like this, that's probably okay. It's not gonna do any damage. I wouldn't be, up against the fence going like this, right? But if we get a little bit on this edge here to make sure that I'm covering the whole thing, that's gonna help me know that I got full coverage, okay?
Personally, I always, unless it's a really unique lawn, I always do a full perimeter, and then I will start going one side to the other, but I always do a perimeter first, just so that I always know I got every edge. And then it also builds me a barrier of, okay, well now I have some room to play with, I'm not gonna hit this, I can be careful around the flower bed. I'm, now, I hit that perimeter, I'm not gonna hit a flower bed here. Now I can have some room to play with, where I'm going. Things have gotten crazy, all right? I don't say that lightly, but I say it with excitement. Because when we originally were gonna do this, it was just gonna be me. And maybe, if we got to that point, we'd hire one more guy. I am in charge of hiring not one, but 2 new guys. And so it's not just me anymore. Pretty soon, we're gonna have some new faces here at Dawgs Edmonton. And I'm pretty excited about it. I hope you guys are too. but I figured I'd check in, let you guys know that. I have some prospects that I personally, just from talking to them on the phone, think could be really good. In order to legally spray in Saskatchewan, I have to write another test. So you'll remember, just recently, I wrote my test for Alberta. To be able to legally spray in Alberta, I have to write a second test, smaller test, but still a test, for Saskatchewan to be able to legally spray in Saskatchewan. I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable at my place. You're kind of seeing it for the first time, actually, I guess. I will be checking in with you guys soon. And dude, we're blowing up. It's happening.